Hi, I'm Dr. Melonie Boone with Boone Management Group, and welcome to The Leader's Lens. Today, we're going to talk about why alignment matters more than ever in modern organizations. We talk a lot about strategy in business, strategic plans, strategic priorities, strategic goals, but strategy on its own doesn't create the results that we're looking for. Strategy is a direction, but alignment is what determines whether that direction actually becomes a reality. And this is where most organizations get stuck. So where things break down, leaders often assume that once a plan is created, the organization will simply execute it. But what I have observed over, my years of experience and across really multiple industries and sectors is that plans don't fail in design, they fail in translation. So what does that mean? Some people hear strategy, others interpret it, some prioritize it, others complete or compete with it. Not because there's resistance, but because they're navigating different systems, expectations, and interpretations of what success looks like. And that's misalignment, not incompetence. So what alignment actually means? Alignment is not agreement. Alignment also is not consensus. What alignment really is when leadership, culture, systems, and behaviors point in the same direction. It shows up when decisions reinforce the priorities, culture supports execution, systems remove friction rather than adding friction to it, and people understand not just what to do, but why it matters. When those elements work together, organizations don't just move, they accelerate. So why does this topic matter now? You've all felt it, like working today is more complex than ever. We're leading across multiple generations, hybrid environments, global infrastructures. There's evolving expectations and constant change. And velocity has increased, but clarity hasn't. And sometimes the faster we need to go, the more unclear things are for the people who have to execute. In that environment, misalignment isn't a minor inconvenience. It's the silent tax on performance. It turns good ideas into stalled initiatives, into burnt out talented people who feel like they're pushing uphill without understanding why. Leaders can sense it before they can describe it. So you can feel when there's friction or tension or misalignment. You can feel the drag. They sometimes will see inconsistencies, or they'll hear the same conversations happening again and again without resolution. That's a moment alignment becomes urgent. A different way to think about leadership. Leaders are often taught to inspire, to communicate, and motivate, and those things really do matter. But alignment asks a different question. Alignment asks, do our systems, decisions, and behaviors support what we want them to? Because if they don't, no speech, no strategy, no retreat is going to fix that gap. Alignment is not a motivational exercise, it is a structural one. And once leaders understand that, everything changes. So just like in my closing thoughts here, organizations don't transform because someone told them to. They transform when people are able to work inside structures that make the right actions possible. Alignment is what creates those structures. My goal in this conversation is to help leaders see the invisible forces shaping performance, not through judgment or blame, but through understanding. Once we see what's really happening and we're able to diagnose what's truly going on in the organization, not just the surface issues that typically bubble to the top, we have choices, and choice is where leadership begins. I look forward to continuing the conversation. Thank you.